What are you most scared about when facing the public? One of the most common things that people experience in our world today is social anxiety. The cause of irrational anxiety is due to the interactions made by and to other humans. Today's anime is entirely focused on the idea of a middle school girl experiencing excessive social anxiety. Hitoribocchi no Maru Sekaitsu is a 2019 spring anime that ties comedy and slice of life together to signify the theme of facing social anxiety. Bocchi Hitori is an upcoming middle school student who has extreme anxiety when facing people. In the public, she often hides when seeing her fellow peers and tries to avoid conversations as much as possible. In short, she has no friends. However, back in elementary school, she had one friend named Kai Yawara. When Kai and Bocchi find out that they will not be attending the same middle school, Kai decides to break their friendship temporarily and make a deal with Bocchi. Kai promises that their friendship can be restored if Bocchi is able to make friends with everyone in her middle school class. Although it may sound easy to some people, that deal is viewed as merely impossible. Bocchi is unable to talk to anyone but Kai and her parents. How would she be able to make friends with their entire class? Moreover, the biggest class amongst the first years at her school. When first being introduced to the story plot and the character Bocchi, social anxiety was definitely apparent and vividly incorporated. Bocchi's fear of encountering others and the difficulty she faces having to choose words to say are common symptoms of the chronic condition. I myself do not face social anxiety to the extent of which Bocchi faces hers, so what I may say may not fully be authentic, but I felt that something about the depiction of social anxiety was inaccurately portrayed. And here's why. As much as I understand that this anime is fictional and that it's been designed to be fully comedic, the way how social anxiety was portrayed felt odd. I understand that this anxiety can cause individuals such as Bocchi to have difficulty wording things, generally facing people, and even coming into interactions. But one thing I found difficult to understand was the way Bocchi acted. Her character is designed so that she is unable to do anything by herself without having to question or trip over her actions and words. Her actions to avoid situations as well as her interactions feel comically over-exaggerated, and the audience, such as myself, felt that it was almost impossible to take her seriously. The comedy was there, but the portrayal of her entire character design did not captivate my attention and left me questioning her actions many of the times. Rather than working to create character development, the anime seemed like it was portraying social anxiety merely for laughs. Of course, the laughs were definitely incorporated and played for, but it felt like it existed purely for laughs. Bocchi felt like her design was overdone, which ended up frustrating certain audience members because there was nothing that could be taken away from the show. Another thing that I found to be the problem was the primary existence for the show. All of Bocchi's effort to make friends with her classmates was in order to restore her original relationship with her one elementary friend Kai. Although it gave reason for Bocchi to go out of her way to face her social anxiety head-on, I thought that the reason for it was very not appealing. It made it seem as if Bocchi wasn't trying to make friends for a genuine relationship, but rather to simply keep her promise with her elementary friend to befriend everyone. Yes, friendships are most likely to pursue themselves over time and surely the relationships would become stronger, but the whole purpose of making friends was not genuinely accurate. I think I saw this more throughout the show as Bocchi commonly made the reference that she needed to befriend everyone simply to get Kai back. Even during the beginning of the show, Nako felt frustrated and betrayed when Bocchi openly shared that Nako was only befriended because she sat in front of Bocchi and because Bocchi had to keep Kai's promise. Things like this share an inauthentic perspective that grants the audience the wrong view about friendship. Friendships are one of the most important things for children, especially growing into middle school and high school, even college. These relationships are impactful as it creates a community and creates reasons for the children to rely and help on each other. But for friendship to be depicted in the wrong moral way, it was quite disappointing to see. To be entirely honest with you, I felt that the show could have definitely reworked the different concepts incorporated within the show. bringing back friendship to the conversation, in reality, I couldn't understand why Kai would do such a thing as temporarily break a friendship that meant so much to Bocchi. Surely it was to help Bocchi make friends, but would true friends really ditch each other for the benefit of one another? It would more so be that they would help each other so that both can strive to become better people and to become people whom they want and can be. Moreover, making friends for the wrong reason not only hurts the individual in the long run, but can also harmfully create relationships that have no deep connections or meanings. Friendships can and most likely will last for a lifetime, but to later reveal that their friendship meant nothing but for one person to restore one single relationship with someone, that's just wrong. If the idea of a friendship was somehow adjusted to make it feel more realistic and understandable with the audience members, I think the show would have definitely been more wholesome and ideal, even more interesting. However, the lack of such importance really made it less meaningful to watch. And at some points, I was pretty frustrated myself, just having to come with all the things that were happening on the screen. If you have yet to watch Hitoribocchi, give it a watch and let me know what you thought in the comment section below. But until next time, this was Juhnime. Take care.